Hello, I am Alessandro Caforio from the e-learning department of International Telematic University UNINETTUNO, and I'm here to give you a short presentation about our e-learning platform and our didactic model. This is the homepage of our web learning portal. The homepage and the entire site is available in 6 different languages. Now we are browsing it in English, but I can change the language in Arabic, for example, or in Italian, etc. The 7 areas that compose the websites are all free, but the web-based didactics area that require the login and password to access. This area hosts all the didactic contents and e-learning tools of the portal. Now I am logging in with my credential. System will recognize my user and my profiles, assign me some role inside the portal. These are the list of the 3-year degree courses, master degrees and masters, university masters provided and delivered by International Telematic University UNINETTUNO, and now I'm picking a single course in order to show you how our didactic works inside our university. I'm picking an example course about contemporary Italian literature, and as you can see here on the left there is a menu that allows students to access all the contents that describe the course and compose the course in terms of didactic material. First of all, the first voices, the first items provided by this left menu provide students with content that gives some orientation and support about the course. A classic course program made up of some text field like course description, prerequisites, objectives, etc. This list will conclude with some links to the curriculum vitae of professors involved in course delivery and the list of video lessons. Beside the course syllabus, we will provide students with a concept map. Concept map is a 2-dimensional graphic representation of a course structure. Students can browse the map, accessing the single macro areas of the course. If I click on this one, the system will show me which lesson composed this specific topic, and for each lesson I can choose also to see more in depth which kind of links I will find when I will start to study the real didactic material. For example, if I click on the lesson 2, Il fu Mattia Pascal, the system will show me which are the topics covered by the video professor during this video lecture. And as you can see, the video lecture will be composed by some subtopics, biographical notes, the structure of the romance, etc. There is another node too, linked to the second topic of this lesson inside this macro topic. Students will know before starting to actually study on the content that they will find some deepening material, a text or a bibliographic schedule or an exercise. In this case, it will be some text provided by the tutor about the definition of fabula and plot. Beyond the content, in the concept map are represented also the tutoring online meetings. There are some live meetings hosted by the UNINETTUNO platform that allow the class of students to contact their tutor and interact in live with them. In this case, the first tutoring meeting will be a course presentation provided at the beginning of the course. All this information are also provided by the didactic plan, sort of text that shows students how the course will be delivered, which are the main topic of the course, which are the appointment that we find on the agenda, etc. And the exam guide provides students with 2 kinds of information, which are the admission criteria to the final exam of this course and which are the modality of the final exam. Under the learning environment label, we will find the real didactic content. The core content for UNINETTUNO model are the video lecture. Video lecture are provided by full professor from top Italian and international universities. As you can see, video lectures are not listed only by their title, but also the subtopics that we just saw on the concept map are represented here like some links. Going again on the lesson 2 about Fu Mattia Pascal from Luigi Pirandello, I can see the same subtopics that I was browsing on the concept map. If I click on the title of the video lesson will start from the real beginning. The left menu, represented here under the lesson 2 subjects label, allow me to move quickly to the very specific point of the video lecture in which the professor starts talking about this specific topic. I clicked on the last one, the cursor moved in the specific moment of the lesson in which the professor starts talking about this specific topic. This allows students to manipulate the full professor, to repeat some topic, to find the specific point of the video lecture in which professor starts talking about something they want to go deep in their study. Another interaction possibility offered by the user interface to students is the right box. The right box, didactic materials related to this lesson, offers students the chance to go deep and to access other didactic materials strictly related to the lecture they are watching right now. As you can see, this list of categories, slides, books and articles, multimedia, bibliography, cytography, is the same list that I can find here on the left menu. The difference which is the fact that if I click on books and articles from the left menu, the system will show me the entire list of material of kind books and articles related to the entire course of contemporary Italian literature. Back to the lesson 2 that I was watching, if I click on books and articles here, the system will show me only the books and articles material related to the lesson I'm watching right now. But there is another hypermedial chance. There can be specific moment in the lesson in which there is a specific didactic material related to the topic that the video lecture professor is talking right now. I will show you by an example. If I click on this specific topic, a red rectangle surrounds the books and articles links. What happens if I click? Instead of showing me a list of material, the system opens a specific material related to what the professor is talking about in that specific moment of the lesson. We call it bookmarks, and they are provided directly by the full professor and operated by the tutor of the course and at the ICT area. They are sort of hypermedia link that provide a sort of deepening of the video lecture to other material related to the specific minutes and seconds of the lesson. They represent what the professor can do in a real classroom, telling about this I will provide you a text at the end of the lesson, or you can find an exercise at page 61 about that. In this case, the professor doesn't say something like that, but the system will show the student that exists some specific material related to what the professor is talking about right now. All the material we just saw is like of individual study material. Students can access them whenever they want. They only have to have a username and a password. They can watch it by the smartphone or tablets, but there are some interaction tools that allow students to communicate with other students and with their professor and tutors. First of all, exercises and laboratory are didactic material that allow students to put in practice the theoretical knowledge they acquired through the video lecture and the other didactic material. Exercises can be linked to each lesson, to the entire course, or to specific topic inside the lesson, like in this case, and are of two main categories: self-evaluation exercises and deliverable exercises the student can deliver to their tutors, and the tutor will correct them, assign a grade, and each of these actions will be traced by the system in a way I will show you really soon. Tutoring online tools are instead the tools, the communication tools that allow students both in a synchronous and asynchronous way to do collaborative learning experience guided by their tutor. Main tool we provide are chat, forums, and virtual classrooms. Chat is a simple text chats that allows students also by tablet and smartphone to participate to some text session with their tutor. In this case, I am a tutor, and this is an old chat. Forum is an asynchronous tool, a textual tool too, but it doesn't need the contemporary presence on the tool. So while the chat must be organized with an appointment set in the agenda, the forum allows tutor to organize discussion by topics and allow students to participate at their own time and space organization. In this case, the tutor started a discussion about the myth conception for a specific Italian Romance author, and students participate in the discussion provided deep content because they know they will be graded also by their kind of participation during the course delivery phase. Finally, the virtual classroom is the system that provides a live experience to the students and the tutors. We have two kinds of virtual classroom. A web-based virtual classroom is like a sort of live video lecture in which the professor and the tutors go in live streaming through the web classroom, and the students are connected to him or to her and can directly interact with him or her by chat. And we also have a special island on Second Life that allows us to have multi-conference with students organized in circular tables that discuss under the supervision of a tutor and the professor about the topic assigned a week before by the tutor. All the student activities are traced by the system. For each course, for each student, we have a report that tells us how that specific student studied the course. Tutor can access to the report for each student. I will show you one. I am picking a good student. In this case, we have the number of access that student did on the three main learning environment provided: Videothèque with video lesson and slides in red, digital library with books and articles, bibliography, cytography, and multimedia in green, and virtual laboratory with laboratory and exercises in blue. Then we have the number of minutes that this student watched for each video lesson. In this case, we have video lesson structure in 40-45 minutes, and we can know that this student watched them 3 or 4 times for each lesson. Students cannot cheat easily because the system asks at irregular time span to show their presence in front of the screen, showing an alert that must be pressed before 20 seconds. If the student doesn't click this button, the session is not recorded by the system. Then we have the comparison between self-evaluation of the student in green and tutor's grade in red. This is made on each exercises provided by the student. The 0 are there is no exercises for this lecture, and we can see that this is a good student. Maybe he understated himself at the beginning of the course, but he did a good job. Finally, he picked also a 10. The tutor can access also to the statistic about what these students do inside a specific video lesson, how he distributes his accesses to the specific didactic material provided for the lesson 1 of this specific course. All of these data are provided also grouped in classes or group of classes. And we use this data, aggregated data, for monitoring the quality of the professor and tutor activities for the student. In this case, I know how many people accessed this didactic material for that course for this academic year. I know the average tutor's grade and self-evaluation in red and green, and the highest and lowest tutor grade for each of the exercises linked to the lesson. And in this way, I can rapidly, quickly know if there is some critics, some difficulty in the course. For example, we have a high grade, a 6 on 10 average grade with a peak of 8, but in some lesson we have a self-evaluation average on 4 on 10. This is a very low self-evaluation. So students and tutors and professors know that there is some problem in this lesson. Maybe they can provide a new didactic material, or they can organize a virtual classroom session in order to fill in the gap, to mind the gap that the system put in evidence, or they can decide to change the exercises because maybe it is too difficult to be provided at the 6th lesson, or finally they can decide to record again the 6th video lecture. Maybe it is not so clear. So this is a feedback system that the UNINETTUNO platform provides directly to tutor and professor, and also to the faculty that monitors the professor and tutor's activities and ask them to do something with some of this case we show to the system. This is a very quick explanation of our didactic model. We have also this study plan that provides some information about how we work. As you can see, for each course we assign a ECTS credit weight based on the ECTS module. Each credit means 25 hours of activity for the students. For each course we define in which language the course is provided. In this case, for this specific bachelor degree in communication, most of the courses are provided only in Italian, but for our engineering and economics course we have multiple languages for the course. Then we have 3 kinds of actors in the didactic activities, 3 kinds of professors. Video professors are full professors from the top Italian or international universities that are appointed by UNINETTUNO in order to record the lectio magistralis, the video lecture. The professor is responsible for the didactic and the research activities for this specific scientific sector. And the tutor is the researcher or PhD that is the human interface between the platform and the students grouped in classes in their house. So the tutor is the key role in the didactic provision by UNINETTUNO. This is all. Give you a quick greet. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I am Alberto Romolini. I am a PhD professor at the International Telematic University UNINETTUNO. My teaching and research activity is based on the management accounting, and I am also the project manager for the LMPH project for the International Telematic University UNINETTUNO. I want to give a short presentation about the educational offer of our university about tourism management based on BA approach and management approach. In this context, I want to show you in our platform what is our educational offer. You can say that we have in the Faculty of Economics, we have a BA path that have two different curricula. These curricula are the Economics and Corporate Governance, and on the other side, Culture, Tourism and Corporate Value. In this project, I think it's very interesting, the curricula about tourism and corporate value. Now I want to show you what is the approach in this BA. We have a BA divided into 3 years. The total amount of this BA is about 180 ECTS. Here you can view the courses of the first year for the BA in the curricula of Culture, Tourism and Corporate Value. As other international approach for the BA in tourism, we have 4 different areas of teaching. The first is about economic general, the second is about management, the third is about legal constraint and law, and the fourth is about statistics and mathematical approach. Now let's go to view in more specific way the courses of the first year. We have a general economics course about the economic environment and the economical macro areas. We have a basic course about mathematics. Let me show you in a more way. So we have a general course about mathematics. Then we have 2 courses based on the management approach. One is organizational dynamics and behavior. This course is about the organizational dynamics in business companies. And the other management course is about strategic management. The strategic management is a course involved in strategic approach in business area, and it's related to private firms, but other non-profit and public firms. Also, for the first year, we have another basic course in the management area that is typical in the Italian universities, BA, and it's called Business Administration. Then we have another course about calculus in one variable, and it's a course about the area of mathematical and statistic approach. At the end of the first year, we introduce a basic course in the legal approach that is called Institution of Public Law. And it's an interesting approach for the students to have a specific approach in the institution and public law. We have also 2 other short courses called in Italian idoneità. They are short courses about English language and informatic approach. For the second year, our educational offer is composed by the courses that I am showing. The first is about the legal constraint, and it's called private law. Then we have a course about the management area. This course is called financial accounting, and is based on managerial and financial accounting in private and public firms. In the second year of the BA, we want to introduce a specific approach in the tourism management of private companies. And we have a first general economic course about tourism and economic development. So we can see that the students in the second year start to study more in depth the tourism and the hospitality. In fact, also in the second year and in the management area of tourism companies, we have a course of communication for touristic companies and hospitality companies, and also we have a course of touristic marketing. So also I repeat that in this second year the students comes more in depth in the tourism and hospitality management. Other courses of the second year are about statistics and economic statistics of tourism, and in this approach we are in the mathematics and statistics area, and at the end we have a student choice, and I mean that in this course the students can choose other interesting courses that are offered by our university. Let's start to see again the third year of our didactic offer. We have some courses about local economy in touristic environment. It's a course that it's interesting for the general area, for the general economic area, and this course has the objective to introduce students in the area of general economic environment. Then we have a specific course about touristic enterprises, touristic firms, and this course is about cost analysis, cost accounting, management accounting in touristic area and in touristic firms. Then, again the third year, we have a course about financial mathematics. A course is about the financial and mathematics area. Is a general course that is very important for the student to have a more general approach, a more general view of the economic area. At the end of the third year, we have two other student choices, and as we have seen in the second year, also in the third, we have our students have the possibility to choose two courses offered by our university. At the end of our BA, we have also the training activity, and it's about 3 ACTS, and the aim of the training activity is to develop in the students a more practical approach. Then we have the final dissertation of our BA. So, in this approach I have shown what is the offer of the International Telematic University UNINETTUNO about the BA course. I want also to introduce you in another interesting educational offer, because in our university we have not only a BA, in the touristic area, but we have also other interesting master courses. And now I want to show you another screen where we can say an example of our master course in international tourism, hospitality and event management. This master is offered all in English, and it's an approach to introduce students in a more practical, in a more context, in a more interesting way of hospitality industry. I want to show you one of the courses offered in this master, and I want to show you more in depth the course of management for hospitality industry. You see in this slide that the management for hospitality industry is a course about 10 ECTAs offered in English, and I can also show you that we have a very strong collaboration with international universities, international entities that offer a didactical approach in tourism hospitality. Here you can see an example of video lessons from the Master in Management for Hospitality Industries produced by UNINETTUNO with international faculties. Following the didactical model of UNINETTUNO, the video lessons is shown on the center of the screen. On the left side, we have single subjects of the lesson. On the right, didactical material and multimedia tools are available for the students.
Hello students, welcome to the Master Program in International Hospitality, Tourism and Event Management. I'm Lee, the Senior Program Leader for Hospitality and Tourism Management at London College of Contemporary Arts. I'll be your tutor for the first unit that you're doing with me is Management of Hospitality. This unit will consist of 5 episodes. We are going to start the first episode, which is titled Introduction to Hospitality Industry.
Now I want to show the structure of this course. You see that in our platform we can say the course description of each course, and for the management of hospitality industry we can say that the module provides students with a broad introduction into the complex world of hospitality. The objectives of this course is to demonstrate knowledge of the key functional areas of management in the context of hospitality. The other aim is to present an awareness of contemporary issues in hospitality and tourism firms. The course aims to analyze management skills in hospitality and tourism organizations. And this course aims to understand for the student the critical issues that affect in this context all business and worldwide entities operating in the management of hospitality. Thank you for the attention and see you soon.